The next section we would be visiting would be the stock section, found here in the green wrench and under stock. The stock section was designed for you to manage your paper. There are two different ways that you can enter stock into the program. The first would be the manual way of entering in the stock, and the other would be importing a stock file that you can get from most major paper vendors. The type of file you would need would be a tab-delimited text file. To enter a new stock, click onto the New button in the top left-hand corner of the adjustment screen. This will open the stock details window. In this window, you will enter in the information needed to create the stock in the software. This window is mainly controlled by drop-down menus. The rule of thumb here is to use the drop-down menus first to see if the information is already entered into the software before adding in another entry. The stock settings section is the area used to name your stock. Clicking on the buttons to the left of the window will let you enter in a name, weight, size, or color. Once you enter it in the first time, you can use the drop-down menus for future entries involving the same entry. You can also add the stock to a specific category by utilizing the category drop-down. Once you've entered in info into the stock setting, you can add an adjustment onto your stock with the adjustment screen to the right. This also is the area where you designate if a stock is eligible for work and turn by placing a check into the box provided for work and turn. This section will allow you to add markup to your stock, being it as the prices for your stock are your costs and you don't want to charge your customers the same price you're paying for out of your pocket. After you've added your information into the stock settings and adjustment, then you can click onto the Price Breaks tab located at the top of the stock details window. You have to have the stock settings populated to go to the next tab. This is the area where you would add your cost to your stock. The costs are based on price per thousand. You can enter your cost into the price field at the top left-hand box in the Price Breaks section. If you'd like to add a minimum selling amount, you can also do that and add that here onto the screen by placing a quantity into the field and designated whether the selling value is calculated by sheets, reams, cartons, packages, skids. Once this is done, select the OK at the bottom of the window to save your stock settings to the program. Another feature here within the stock section is the stock settings. To get to the stock settings, you want to make sure you have the stock highlighted. Then you'd want to move to the button listed here as settings. It looks like a hand pointing to a piece of paper. By selecting this button, it will open up our stock settings. Within this list are all your stock names, your basis weights, your sizes, colors, and stock attributes. Within each of these tabs have a name of all your stocks. Or in your weights would be your weights, or sizes would be sizes. What you're wanting to do here is go through all of these to make sure that all of your stocks have stock associated with them. By highlighting on a name, it shows you down here at the bottom how many stocks are associated with that name. Weights would do the same thing. If you select a weight, it'd show you how many weights are being used by, or how many stocks are being used by that weight. What you'd be trying to do here is actually go through the list to find any stocks that have 0 stocks associated with those. If you have any 0 stocks associated with it, you'd want to go ahead and delete it out of the program as it's just taking up space. This is an area here to also help you consolidate all your stocks so that they are all under a name, a single weight, size, or color. For example, if you have stocks that have 150 stocks that are all using 20-pound stock, you should be able to click onto the 20-pound and it'll show you that you have all that quantity of stocks listed right here. We give you options to either create new names, edit existing names, or even if you'd like to, for the stock settings that have 0 stocks associated with them, you can select delete to get rid of them out of the stock settings. Once you're finished with the stock settings, select OK, and it will reflect all your stocks information into the stocks window.